Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. I am Ranin Sen. So in last lecture we discussed about the introductory part of a three-phase induction motor and also saw the comparison of induction machines and transformer. So in this lecture we are going to discuss about the principal operation of three-phase induction motor, and also we will try to understand how induction motor works according to the principle of Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. So let's have a look at the schematic diagram of a three-phase induction motor along with the winding connection of the three-phase induction motor. So in three-phase induction motor, as we know that the induction motor consists of two major parts. One is stator and another one is rotor. So the outer body of the induction motor is known as stator, and the internal structure of the induction motor is known as rotor. So what happens when three-phase AC supply is connected to the stator which contains the three-phase winding at 120 degree with respect to each other, so it will produces a rotating magnetic field. When three-phase AC supply is connected to the stator which contains the three-phase stator winding at 120 degree with respect to each other, it will produces a rotating magnetic field which is whose speed is ns, which is also known as the synchronous speed. It means that the speed of the magnetic field is called a synchronous speed, and when rotating magnetic field is going to cut the rotor conductor which has been placed on the rotor side, and when rotating magnetic field cuts the rotor conductor, it will produces an induced EMF in rotor conductor, okay, which it will produces an induced EMF in rotor conductor. Then after that what happened, after that we will short circuited the rotor winding so that the rotor current will begin to flow in the rotor winding. So due to which it will experience as a electromagnetic torque, which also produces in which also experiences in the same direction of the rotating magnetic field, which is also in the same direction of the rotating magnetic field. So what happened, let us assume that the rotor is rotate at some speed nr. Means what I am trying to say, if rotor speed is nr, and we know that the rotating magnetic field is nothing but it is called a synchronous speed, which is called a constant speed. So rotating magnetic field speed is ns. When the speed of the magnetic field cuts the rotor conductor, then it will produces an induced EMF. So the relative speed, what is called relative speed? Relative speed is nothing but it is the difference between the synchronous speed and rotor speed. It is the difference between the synchronous speed and rotor speed, and due to the interaction of the rotor and stator, it means that whatever the EMF induced in the rotor, it will directly proportional to the relative speed. Means the rotor EMF is proportional to the ns minus nr. So when rotor EMF is proportional to the ns minus nr, or we can say relative speed, it means that the current and power will also proportional to the relative speed of the rotating magnetic field and rotor. Is that clear? Then we will discuss what happened when rotor rotate at synchronous speed. What happened when rotor rotate at synchronous speed? Then let us see. When rotor speed is going to rotate at synchronous speed, means if rotor speed is going to rotate at synchronous speed, rotating magnetic field speed of the rotating magnetic field is fixed, which is constant speed, and it is always rotating at synchronous speed. So what happened, the relative speed becomes 0. So if relative speed, if there is no interaction of rotor and stator, means there is no relative speed between the rotating magnetic field and stator, rotating magnetic field and rotor. So there is no induced EMF in the rotor conductor, means that the rotor induced EMF is 0, so that the current and power will also be a 0, because there is no relative speed takes place. So at last the conclusion, what is the conclusion is come out, if rotor speed at synchronous speed, then it means that there is no induced EMF in rotor side, there is no current flow in the rotor winding, and there is no power developed in the rotor side. It means the induction motor is never ever rotate at synchronous speed. Okay, never ever rotate at synchronous speed. So now so this is the basic overview of the principal operation of the 3-phase induction motor. Okay, now in next lecture we will also try to understand the effect of the air gap, and what is the role of the air gap between the stator and rotor, and what is the role of the leakage reactance, and how torque is affect due to the leakage reactance. This will discuss in next lecture. So these all are from my side. I hope you are enjoying the video. So in next we will see in the next lecture. Till then, please stay with us, take care, do take care of yourself, and goodbye.